Hi friends, welcome back to our Sunday special. We're going to continue learning about trusting in God, and specifically this week, how God meets all of our needs. Now, we have some expert storytellers to dive into the Word, so let's do that now.
Mommy, I need a pencil sharpener.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mommy, I need a pencil.
Need a pencil? Can I put that back out? There you go.
Mommy, I need a ruler.
A ruler? Here's your ruler.
Mommy, I need a computer.
You need a computer? Is this big enough for you?
Mommy, I need a snack.
Of course, a snack. Oh, got a good yummy snack right here.
You have everything I need.
I do, because I love you. Who else loves us very much?
God.
God loves us so much, and He provides us with everything that we need. That reminds me of a story where God provides us with everything that we need. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Awesome!
One day, Jesus left the crowds of people to spend some time alone. But the crowds followed him, so Jesus welcomed them and started to teach. There were 5,000, not including women and children. As evening approached, the disciples told Jesus to send the crowds home so they could eat dinner. Jesus said, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." The disciples were worried because they only had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Jesus told the people to sit on the ground. Then he took the bread and fish and gave thanks to God. He broke the bread in half and gave them to the disciples to pass out to all the people. The people all ate until they were full. After all the people had eaten and were full, the disciples collected 12 baskets of leftovers.
I just love the story of the feeding of the 5,000. And I really love it seeing it done with Legos. Legos are awesome! I know the leaders and myself want to share with you all stories from our life when God provided for our needs. For me, when I first got married, my wife and I did not have a lot of money, and on top of that, I was starting my own business. And so things were pretty tight financially. And I remember one month in particular, we needed $5,000. Like, we had to pay our mortgage and bills and starting my business and all these little things all added up. And I'm like, I do not know how we are going to have $5,000. And I didn't have any jobs lined up at that point. I was kind of in between a few projects. And out of nowhere, God provided, but He used something that was actually kind of like a trial. So what happened was, I'm sitting in this old car that I had, and someone ran through a stop sign and ran right into my car as I was just parked right there, and they totaled my car. I was totally fine. I didn't get hurt at all. But when the insurance company gave me the check for our car, I couldn't believe it. But literally, they gave me more money than I paid for it, and they gave me $5,000. And it was exactly what we needed to make ends meet. And on top of that, we only had now one car, me and my new bride, my new wife, and we had to share the car. So we ended up driving each other to work, whoever needed the car, and we got to know each other so much more during that time. And it was actually a great thing that happened in our marriage where we got to hang out more than we thought if we had 2 cars. So God used a trial and did something where I probably wouldn't have done that on my own, sold my car, and he actually gave me the money I needed and actually gave me some great one-on-one time with my wife at the same time.
Hey Deep Blue, it's Mr. Andy here. We really miss seeing you guys in person. We miss being at church in the Deep Blue. But in the meantime, Miss Melissa asked me to do a short video to tell you guys about a time that God provided something for my family and for me. We're told in the Bible a bunch of different times that God will provide for our needs, and this is a time that God did that for me personally. So I got sick several years ago and I couldn't work anymore, and because I couldn't work anymore, there were some things that we couldn't afford to buy, and one of those things was a car. We needed a new car, we needed a better car, and we didn't have any way to do that. We didn't have the money to do that, and cars are expensive. So we were limping along with our old car and hoping that it wouldn't break down, and some good friends of ours, my family and I had talked to God about this a lot, but we hadn't told a bunch of people about it, because sometimes it's hard to ask for things. So some friends of ours, some good friends of ours, were buying a new car, and instead of giving their old car, which still worked really good, to the dealership, they decided to ask us if we would like to have it for free. And it was hard to say yes, but we said yes, we accepted that, and it was such a blessing to my family because we had a car that worked, and it was good, it was safe, it got us around, it got us to where we needed to go, and God really provided that. We didn't ask friends for cars. I'm sure people who were paying attention knew that our car was in trouble, but we didn't ask for a car from our friends. We just asked God, and God put it on their heart to do that for us. And it's proof to me that God will provide when we really need something. God will come through. He promises that He will, and that just shows you what an awesome God He is. Have a great week.
Well, friends, that was an awesome story. And how great was it to see some of your leaders? I know that they miss you so much and know how much we miss you too. We hope you have a great week, and we can't wait to continue learning about trusting in God.